Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving into something pretty critical, I think, a real revolution in how visibility works online.
Absolutely. We're talking about AI-driven search and this new field, large language model optimization, LLM SEO.
Yeah, LLM SEO. And this isn't just, the next SEO trend. It feels more fundamental, existential even.
I'd say so. It's probably the highest stakes game in marketing right now. If you're still just chasing those traditional rankings, you're optimizing for, well, a shrinking pie.
A shrinking pie.
Yeah.
How much are we talking?
Well, Gartner put out a forecast. They're predicting standard search engine volume. It's going to drop by 25% by 2026.
25%?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, because users are bypassing those, 10 blue links. They're going straight to AI assistants for answers. Quick synthesized answers.
So, okay, for everyone listening who spent years optimizing for clicks, getting to page one, the goalposts have completely moved then. What's the new target?
The target isn't ranking high anymore, not really. The target is citation.
Citation.
Okay.
Meaning
being the actual source the AI models cite. You need your brand, your content quoted directly in Perplexity or Claude or Google's AI overviews. That's visibility now, not just hanging out on page one.
Right, being the answer, not just a link to a possible answer. That sounds like a huge technical shift away from keywords and backlinks. What does LLM optimization demand instead?
It demands structure and clarity. We're not just trying to please a web crawler anymore. We're feeding a knowledge machine.
Feeding the machine, okay.
How? Primarily through structured content. Think schema markup. It's like invisible subtitles for your web page, telling the AI exactly what data is there, what it means, verifiable data.
Okay, so structured data first. What else?
And entity clarity, making sure your content clearly connects your brand and your topics to, authoritative knowledge graphs, the ones LLMs already trust.
That makes sense. The AI needs facts, reliable facts, not just nicely written text. And some companies are already nailing this, right? And I know Contently is often mentioned here.
Exactly. They're really setting a standard for this human-AI hybrid approach. They're not just tweaking things, they're re-architecting content strategy around it.
And seeing results.
Oh, yeah. Real results. They had a fintech client, right? Got a 32% increase in sales qualified leads.
32%. How quickly?
6 weeks.
Wow. Just by becoming a cited source.
Just by becoming the go-to cited source for specific kind of niche mortgage and rate questions. That's real algorithmic momentum in action.
Okay, that 32% wasn't just luck. You mentioned they use something called prompt constellation mapping. What exactly is that?
It's basically super smart discovery. So instead of old school keywords like best mortgage rates, they map out the precise, complex questions real buyers are asking AI assistants.
Ah, the actual prompts people type in.
Exactly. And then they create verified, authoritative content that directly answers those specific, high-intent prompts. Very targeted.
That focus makes sense. Which brings us to content itself. If you want to be the authority, you need to stay the authority. Content freshness comes up a lot. Conductor talks about this.
They do. And it's crucial. Freshness is a huge signal for LLMs. The data shows pages updated within the last, say, 90 days. They appear 3 times more often in AI answers compared to older stuff.
3 times. Okay, so regular updates are non-negotiable if you want to be cited.
Pretty much. You need to show real-time relevance.
Let's get a bit more tactical, though. Schema markup is important, you said. But if everyone starts doing basic schema, does the advantage just disappear?
Well, yes and no. Good technical optimization, including schema, is becoming table stakes. It's the prerequisite, maybe not the differentiator it once was.
But there's still ways to stand out.
Definitely. Specific types of structure still give you a big edge. Look at iPullRank's research. They found using FAQ schema specifically increases your chance of being cited by 40%.
40% just from FAQ schema. That's huge for a relatively simple structure.
It is. And there's more. Siege Media looked into content formats.
Okay. What did they find works best?
Listicles. But specifically, listicles with data tables embedded right in them. Think like step-by-step guides, but with comparative data points inside the article.
Ah, structured, easily verifiable facts within the flow.
Exactly. That kind of content earns 2.3 times more AI citations than just plain narrative articles. The LLM wants stuff that's structured, scannable, and feels verifiable, reducing its own risk of, making things up.
Which is critical. And the commercial side of this is massive, too. I saw SEMrush found that something like 86% of queries with high commercial intent, they now trigger AI answers.
86%, yeah. So if your optimization strategy is only focused on traditional search results, you're potentially missing almost the entire transactional end of the funnel.
Ouch. Okay. That means tracking has to change, too, right? You can't just watch your Google rank anymore.
Absolutely not. You need multi-platform tracking, period.
Yeah.
You have to monitor performance across ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, Gemini, Google's AI overviews, the whole ecosystem. Standard rankings are just one piece now.
So the key metrics have shifted. We need to track, what, share of voice in AI answers.
Yep, share of voice in AI answers, definitely. Also, AI-referred traffic. You need good UTMs set up for that, and just raw citation frequency across all those key platforms.
Got it. It sounds like this LLM SEO really needs, well, two things then. Deep technical skills,
For sure. The schema, the entity linking, all that.
but also really strong editorial craft.
Absolutely essential. The content itself has to be unique, accurate, credible. It needs the EEET Google talks about: experience, expertise, authority, trust. You need actual expert writers and editors ensuring that credibility.
Right, because without the trustworthy content, the schema doesn't matter.
Exactly. The LLM will just ignore beautifully structured nonsense. You need both the human expertise and the technical framework.
So the tech helps the AI read it, but human experts make it worth reading. What's the final takeaway then for brands wondering if they should jump in now or wait and see?
I'd say the early adopter advantage here is very real. And it's measurable. Brands that build citation dominance now, they benefit from, let's call it algorithmic momentum.
Algorithmic momentum.
Yeah. By proving your authority and trustworthiness today, the AI models are more likely to reinforce that status in their future training cycles. You essentially bake your credibility into the system over time. Waiting is basically letting your competitors build that momentum instead. It's seeding ground.
A powerful thought to end on. Getting in early doesn't just give you a head start, it potentially locks in future advantage. Thanks for breaking that down.
My pleasure. It's a fascinating shift.